Until recently, there was a noticeable scarcity of options in the small capacity adventure motorcycle segment. And that was kind of ironic, since there's a plethora of options to choose from if you're looking for a higher capacity adventure motorcycle. But all of a sudden, there was an influx of small capacity adventure motorcycles into the market, like the Honda CRF 250 Rally, Royal Enfield Himalayan, Kawasaki Versys 300, BMW G3110 GS, etc. Now, the king of off-road, the KTM, is all set to take a massive bite off of the market share with their upcoming 390 Adventure. And this motorcycle is going to solve one of the biggest issues that these motorcycles have. Both the Honda CRF 250 Rally and the Royal Enfield Himalayan are very capable machines off-road and have decent on-road dynamics. But for many people, these motorcycles are a bit too underpowered. But on the other hand, the motorcycles like the Versys 300 and the BMW G3110 GS are powerful and have better on-road dynamics. But on the off-road, they fall behind. So choosing between these motorcycles is a matter of compromise between power and off-road performance. And that's where the 390 Adventure comes into play. The 390 Adventure is going to fill the void by combining the best of both worlds. Just like the Duke and RC 390, the 390 Adventure will be powered by the same 373cc double overhead cam single-cylinder engine. But to suit this application, there will be a few changes. To start with, the 390 Adventure will have a fatter torque curve in the low and mid-range section of the rear band. And as a result, we can expect a drop of 4 to 5 brake horsepower in the top-end power. The other major change will be the gearing. The gearing in the Duke and RC 390 has been designed to achieve optimal acceleration, but that won't be the case in the 390 Adventure. Since the primary purpose of this motorcycle is to go adventure riding, the 390 Adventure will have to undergo a lot of abuse. As of now, it's not clear whether the chassis will be completely new or a beefed up version of the existing motorcycle chassis. But one thing is for sure, the chassis of the 390 Adventure will be much stronger than its siblings. And as a result, we can expect a significant increase in the weight. The suspension components are supplied by the WP as usual and can expect some level of adjustability. In the electronics department, there won't be too many rider aids. But it is suspected that the 390 Adventure might receive an off-road ABS just like the bigger 790 Adventure R. Speaking of which, the 790 Adventure R is the KTM's answer to the BMW's F750 GS. Derived from the 790 Duke, the 790 Adventure R is developed alongside the KTM's all-new 450RR rally machine. The Adventure R is powered by the same 765cc parallel twin engine found in the 790 Duke. In the Duke, this engine makes around 105 brake horsepower. But the Adventure R being an enduro motorcycle, the power figures will be low, around 90 brake horsepower or so, but it will definitely have a wider spread of torque. This figure should be more than enough for the highways and the freeways, and it will be a blast once you hit the dirt. The suspension components will be supplied by the long-term partner WP, with class-leading suspension travel and complete adjustability. The 790 Adventure R will feature the KTM's progressive damper system, which is basically a fancier version of the direct mount system. In a typical enduro fashion, the Adventure R will have a 21-inch spoke wheel at the front and an 18-inch wheel at the rear. While looking at the prototype, one can't help but notice the absence of any sort of crash protection for the engine and other vital components. Remember that I said this motorcycle was developed alongside the 450RR rally machine? Well, a lot of goodies have made its way from the rally machine to the road legal motorcycle. One such item is the fuel tank, which is placed low down in the motorcycle. This fuel tank is capable of providing a range excess of 400 kilometers. The fuel tank also helps to reduce the center of gravity. These fuel tanks are protected by steel plates, which will also protect the engine and other vital components. The 790 Adventure R will make its debut alongside the 390 Adventure at the 2018 EICMA show in Milan and will go on sale by the early 2019. So what do you guys think about these off-road warriors from KTM? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, or if you loved it, please consider subscribing to the channel. See you guys next time. Ride safe.